Apa khabar semua? Welcome back to the Khabar Baik show, where we turn your frowns upside down. Or so I hope. Before we start the show, I just want to say a happy International Women's Day. Selamat Hari Wanita Antarabangsa ya. And tonight, to celebrate this powerful occasion, we are going to have a special Women's Day episode. So ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your weekly dose of some Khabar Baik? And starting tonight with some rather smashing news. World number 30 Pearly Tan and M. Tina capped off a superb week at the Swiss Open by being crowned the first ever Malaysian women's doubles champions in the tournament's 66-year history. The duo defeated Bulgarian sisters Gabriela and Stefani Stoeva in straight sets, bagging their first ever world title. Next, on to some educational news. An associate professor of physiology from Segi University's Faculty of Medicine has been named among the world's top 2% scientists by Stanford University. Dr. Rebecca Wong Shin Yi, who is the head of preclinical sciences at the faculty, joins the world's most cited scientists in various disciplines. Dr. Wong is also a trained and registered medical practitioner. Her interest in leukemia, stem cell and medical education research have yielded more than 30 publications in high-impact international journals. Okay, let's keep the momentum going. Shalini Purbalachander from SMK Methodist ACS Perak recently trumped 600 other participants to emerge victorious in an international public speaking competition. The Form 4 student gave a speech on mother tongue language at the International Budding Star 2021 Tamil Public Speaking Competition, beating participants from Oman, the United Arab Emirates, Singapore, and even India. Now, if you caught yourself thinking she can talk a lot because she's a woman and women have a lot to say, that, my friend, is what you call a gender stereotype. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest for tonight is a very good friend of mine, and I'd like you to meet her and listen to her story. Please help me welcome Miss Priyanka Lakshmi. Priyanka! Hey! Oh my goodness, this is... guys, this is the first time I'm actually seeing Priyanka like live. I mean, we only know each other from Clubhouse lah, so it's always just voice. So hi Priyanka, how are you? Happy International Women's Day.
Thank you. Nice to meet you in person finally.
You were saying that this is your first time doing something like this in your whole life?
Yes, I'm normally not comfortable with like things on camera because I'm a very shy person.
Hey, Priyanka, you seem okay. Guys, you know, if you're watching this right now, you know, type in the chat, she's okay, right? Yeah, you seem like a natural. Yeah. You know, this week we are celebrating, we celebrated International Women's Day, and tonight's episode is all about that. So, I want to celebrate Malaysian women, it's like strong Malaysian women, and like mentally, emotionally, and that's why I wanted to have you on the show. Tell us your story, because when you told me your story, I was deeply inspired and moved. So yeah, you wanna share with us?
Yeah, so I look like I'm normal. Well, that's how it is from the outside. But okay, so I was 6 years old and I was diagnosed with juvenile diabetes, which is also known as type 1 diabetes. So basically, how this happened was actually very weird. It was actually, my mom sort of had a dream and like something came to her and told her that, oh, you should go and check on your daughter. She obviously told my dad about it. And when she told him, obviously he did not believe it and he was very against it. He was like, why do you think my daughter has some sort of disease? And 1 week later, they took me for a test and then they found out I actually did have type 1 diabetes. So now it's been like 20 years that I have it. So it's been one hell of a roller coaster. But anyway, here I am today talking.
How was it like, growing up with this? What was one of your, I guess, what were a few of your challenges, like, growing up with diabetes?
Okay, growing up with it was pretty okay until I went to high school. High school was still fine actually. It was when I joined college and university, because that's when I was like left on my own and I started doing everything on my own. I think I can share with you all one of my worst experiences. So this was when I was in pre-U, and basically it was a break time and it was lunch hour. So I was at the cafeteria and I was sitting, and obviously I never ever thought that I had to go and hide myself in the toilet to give my insulin jab. I always thought like I can do it in public because it's a normal thing. You just jab yourself. Yeah, so I did it in public, and then this group of boys come up to me and they just suddenly start shouting, "Oh, she's doing drugs! She's doing drugs!" So and I just got really shocked and I was stunned, and yeah, that really took a toll on me because after that I legit didn't go to uni for about a week and a half. It took me a while. And also another challenge I had with diabetes was like, okay, so I had a mental issue because I think if you all know, like when you give your insulin and you eat, you put on weight because the insulin itself is like a hormone thingy, right? So I actually, for a few months, I actually suffered from like mild anorexia because I actually purposely did not give myself my medication. I was not diligent at all. And it cost me like a lot of admissions in hospitals and all because I thought like, oh, why do I need to fit the society's, body shape? Like, why am I not like that? Why don't I have that model body? Yeah, why do I have like all these scars on my body? So after a while, I got used to it and now I'm a bit more diligent. So yeah, that's about it. It took me a while to accept all my scars on my body. Like at first I thought like, oh, I need to hide. Like obviously when you give your jabs and like when you go through surgeries, you have to like embrace your scars. But it took me a while to embrace my scars. But now I think like your scars actually define you and it makes you a stronger person. So yeah.
Priyanka, like you telling me all this, right? Like people thought you're doing drugs. I mean, you are 26 this year. Sorry for revealing your age, okay? But yeah, you're 26 years, going through this. And I guess we just want to know, man, why are you so, you're smiling, you're so positive. It's always a joy being around you. So I guess I want to know, what is your secret? Is there someone or something that kind of reminds you to just keep going or staying positive?
Yes, my secret, okay, well, not so secret, is actually my parents. I am actually very, very close to them. I share everything with them, and actually, to be honest, both of them like support me in different ways. Like for instance, I can tell you, yeah, you can just go to my dad's Facebook. You'll see everything. Every other like week, he actually puts out posts for me to motivate me, and I'll be like, Dad, why are you tagging me on Facebook? And he'll be like, oh, when I leave and when you go back and look at my Facebook post, you'll understand why I did it. So yeah, my my dad is my biggest motivator. And yeah, I'll never forget my mom. Of course, she's the one that's nagging and ranting and all that, but she's still a sweetheart. Yeah, both of them are my biggest supporters. Oh yeah, I also wanted to add one more thing. Like sometimes people feel like, oh, you shouldn't share too much because like people will judge you. But sometimes I feel like it's better to share than hide it. Because when you hide it, it's like, I don't know, it just demotivates you even more. Sometimes it's better to just let people know. If they want to judge you, it's up to them.
Are you the only child, by the way?
No, I have a younger brother.
Oh, so you're like the favorite child, actually. Yeah, I don't think your dad posts Facebook status for his son.
I'm my dad's favorite. He's mommy's voice. Man, square there.
Okay, so speaking of your parents, is there like a famous quote that your dad would tell you or something that you, I guess, until today you remember? What was that?
Yes. So I think it was a few years back. My dad actually read a quote to me. It's called I complained when I had no shoes until I saw a man with no feet. And he always tells me like, why do I always question myself? Like ask me like, why did I get this? Why me? Like why do I always like self-blame and like self-pity? Like he always tells me to look outside and see there are like worse people who are suffering. So he always tells me to be grateful. Yeah.
Priyanka's dad, sir, I mean you did a great job, by the way. I'm writing that quote down. I'm going to put it on my Twitter or something like later. So Priyanka, you were telling me about this gadget or device that kind of measures your blood sugar level and you can connect your phone, right? Do you have it now?
Yes, I don't have my patch on right now, but I only have the app. Do you want to see the app or my insulin pen?
Yeah, sure. Well, I have never seen an insulin pen. So is that for you to sign autographs or something? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, this is it. It looks like that.
So that is for you to inject or jab yourself lah.
Yeah. You can jab yourself on your tummy or your thighs.
So it's just like like that lah.
Yeah, it's literally like that.
Okay. It's like that finger blood test thing.
Yeah, yes. Something like that.
Okay. I always thought it's like you gotta like. I always thought it was that, you know. Okay. I have one more question, you know. Clearly there are a lot of other Malaysians out there who are going through the same thing you're going through, you know. They were born with this and they're growing up with this. And I'm not sure if there's anyone watching this right now who would relate. So Priyanka, do you have, for all the kids out there who are growing up with this, I mean, do you have like some advice or message for them?
Yeah, actually, I want to tell them that diabetes is not actually a disease, but it's actually an amazing lifestyle. Because all we gotta do is like eat healthy, pump a bit of medication, work out a little, and then the world is your oyster. So go and catch all your dreams, and you should never ever let anyone or anything stop you from doing what you want. And I just want to tell all of y'all that all of y'all are fighters in your own different ways.
That's it lah. Thank you so much, Priyanka, for being on the show.
No, I am so glad to be able to talk to you on this platform because I've never done this before, and yeah, I'm just stepping out of my boundaries, I guess.
Now, for someone who had to watch her sugar levels, I thought she was pretty sweet. Anyway, that is all the time we have for this week. And hey, if you have a story to share or even want to be part of the show, let me know in the comments down below, DM me on Instagram, or you can even tweet me at ChrisMJ. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in tonight. I love all of you. I'll catch you next week. Good night, everyone. Be careful, right?
Yes. Can see the
woman, Associate Professor of Physiology
Okay, yes, episode 11 is a wrap. Woo! Cut.